Okay. So we will see what kind of questions are being asked in the exam, that is in the 12th board. And too much of emphasis is laid on what a method returns. Okay. We already know how to create a dictionary. Okay. This is a dictionary which is populated from first. Okay. That is, it has elements from first. Dictionary has a key and a value pair. We already know, which is separated by commas. Okay. Dictionary can be created in this manner, and you can transverse, that is, you can go through each and every key and value pair, that is, you can view the values. When you say dictionary in square bracket, you have to write the key. Clear? Dictionary can also be created like this is using the constructor, this is using a constructor, but to the constructor you can only and only pass one more dictionary. Clear? And this is an empty dictionary. These are the three ways you can create a dictionary. Okay. These are the two built-in methods or inbuilt methods. Built-in methods, inbuilt method do not require any dictionary to be created from first. You can, or say, do not require dictionary dot method. It will require the name of the method, and in the brackets you pass on the dictionary name. Okay, here it is written list. Basically it is dictionary. I need to edit this one. Okay, so short it, and you have to write the dictionary name. Let me show you. I think we have already done all this method, but still, just to bifurcate and just to show you okay, what all these methods are returning. As I told you, what they return is, oh no. Okay, I'll do an online Python compiler. In case your Python ever gets corrupted, you can just go to this program and you can do the online compilation and running of anything. At least for the small programs or primitive ones where file reading, writing, everything which will come in 12th, okay, is not to be done. Okay, so you have key and a value pair. What type, mutable or immutable, is allowed as a key? Can anybody tell me? We discussed it in the last class. Your key is 1 and 2. That is integer data type. Integer data type are mutable or immutable? Anyone?
Immutable.
They are immutable. Okay. So you can create a dictionary only when the keys are immutable. So can I create a dictionary like this with a key being 1, 2 tuple? Yes or no? Are tuples mutable?
Yes, ma'am.
Tuples are immutable, so you can do that. But you can never do like this because lists are mutables. Okay.
Mutable.
Mutable cannot be used as a key. Only a immutable can be used as a key. Everything else except list, sets, and dictionaries are immutable, so you can use them. You cannot use list, dictionaries, or sets. Sets are not there in our syllabus. Okay. So this is a dictionary. Okay. I can say for I in D, I can print D, into which I can give I. What will be DI? For the first time, what will be the value of I? Actually, I need to write I over here for the values in dictionary. Okay. I'll show you with range also. It will only give you the keys. When I'm talking about elements in the dictionary, and when I'm saying for a list, when you will write the same code, when you are writing for a list will show all the elements. Here it will show only the keys. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how do I access each value? Dictionaries are not indexed. So I can write down D.1. It will give me what is there or what is the value of one key in the dictionary. Right? So when I print this, it will give me the value of key 1 in the dictionary. Okay. Okay. So what is the value of one key? 8. Okay. Now, as I told you, you need to know what is returned by a method. So if I'm having a dictionary, say 2 and 1, and if I'm trying to short it, short is not used, short method is not there, but there is a shorted building method. In this shorted method, I am writing down the name of the dictionary D. So let us see what it returns. Now this is very important, what it returns. Clear? So what will a shorted dictionary return? Shorted dictionary will return a list with only the keys shorted. Am I clear with this? What it returns?
Yes, ma'am.
Shorted keys in a list. Okay. I need to comment it or it will single line comment. Okay. So it will only return me this. Okay. Now see, I want to use DEL. It is not DEL. I am deleting what? The dictionary. Okay. D is there. Okay. So invalid syntax, fine. Yeah, she's naming. Let me write DEL dictionary. Okay. In short, DEL, when I try to print what it is returning, it should give me what? A syntax error. So it doesn't give anything in return except just deleting the dictionary. Once I delete the dictionary, what will happen if I write print D? It is going to throw an error. The dictionary does not exist. So the dictionary has been removed. Next is if I am having or if I want to delete a part of dictionary. Okay. So how do I delete only a part of dictionary? So, or say a particular element or a key. So if I want to delete 2, this will delete only one of them and give me the remaining the output. Okay. Shorted and delete, you saw that shorted is returning you a list, delete is returning you an error. Okay, because delete is not going to return you anything. I have not seen any question about delete, but then also we need to know about it. Okay. Next is shorted, and this is done. Okay, you can have shorted in reverse order also. When you write down reverse is equal to true, it is going to return it in the reverse order. But in any case, it is going to only and only give you the keys. Okay. As the name indicates, what do you think will keys, items, and value return? Bolo. What will be returned by keys, value? Just a minute. So if I am saying d dot keys, what will it return? And in which format, which data type, and what will it return? Any idea? Keys क्या है बच्चों? What is keys? Which are the keys?
1 and 2.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
So what is it going to return? What is it going to return?
List.
1 and 2 in a list form. Okay. When I write values, it is going to return again the values in a list format. When I'm going to write items, it is going to return key value pair in a tuple placed in a list. ठीक है, तो एक लिस्ट है, लिस्ट में placed है in the form of a tuple, key and the value pairs. Clear all of you? ठीक है, so
Yes,
if I'm
ma'am.
writing for I in D dot items, ठीक है, what does D dot item return? A tuple which contains what? Key and the value. Okay, so it will give me what is there in the list. What is there in the list? D dot items is now a list. List is containing two tuples, that is key and the value pair, and they are displayed on the screen. Got it? What if I write D dot keys? What will it return?
List.
List तो already D dot key खुद ही list है, तो क्या देगा? What are there in the list? Items in the list.
Integer. Na?
Elements in the list. When I write values, itself is a list of values. So it will print each value one after the another. Clear difference between all the three? Keys, values, and items. Clear? Keys
Yes,
एक
ma'am.
list है, values एक list है, ठीक है? Items is a list, but inside list there are two tuples. So it will display tuples when I am using items, display the keys when I write down keys, and it will display the values when I write down values. Okay. Okay. Then we have, what are the other methods that we have and what do they return? Okay, get, set default, from keys, copy and update. Copy ka explanation, I don't know whether I have given it or not last class. Okay. I'll give you key and set default and difference between both of them. Okay. What is a key? What is a get? Okay, so print D dot get. Get is similar like this when I want to get some value out of it. Okay, so to get, I need to pass the key whose value I want to display. So this get method will display the value at 2. What is the value of 2 key? A. Clear? There is one more version of get. I can write comma and I can write some another value. Say I have S value over here. Now when I have 2 already in the list, or sorry, already in the dictionary, there is already a key called 2. It will give the value of that. But if I pass on a key which is not present, is there any key called 5 in this dictionary?
No, ma'am.
So it will return me the value S. Okay, so this value is returned in case this key is absent in the dictionary. Clear? This is called a get. After this, if I am going to print D is still going to be what it was. Okay, there is no change in D. Clear? D जैसा था वैसा ही है. Now, when I am doing print, why do I use print? I can directly use this. I'm using print so that you know what each of them return. What is this one returning? S if 5 does not exist, or value of 5. Okay? So this is going to give you the value of the corresponding key. Now we have set default. Now this difference between set default and get is also very important. If I say D dot set, okay, and I pass it a value 5 and S, what it will do is, okay, just now I have not printed D. When I do not give it, I'll show you both. When I have given it the value, it is going to update D Okay, and set the key 5 with value s. So basically what is it doing? Get just gives you the answer. Set default will put it in the dictionary also. You can see the dictionary is now populated with 5s. Clear? If I pass this 2, what it will do? It will just display set default 2 is 2 का value क्या है? A. ठीक है? So basically get and set default, to which if you pass on a valid key value, it will a key value, that is a key, then it will give the corresponding value. Clear? But with set default, if you are passing on a value for a key which does not exist, it will be inserted in the dictionary. Am I clear? Alex, can you tell me the difference between set key or set default and get? If you are listening. Yash, can you tell? Are anybody else, is anyone else listening or not? Am I audible, Ghazal?
Can you please repeat the question?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between get and set default? बोलो.
Ma'am,
बोलो बेटा.
get will give the value
Hmm?
but outside the dictionary, whereas set default will add the value in the dictionary.
So both of them, get or set default, can be used to extract the value of a given key. Okay, with both of them you can give a default value. Okay, if key is not existing, then you give this default value as a return. But the difference between get and set default is get will not insert this new key value pair in the dictionary, whereas set default will insert it in the dictionary. ठीक है? So मेरा dictionary है 2A और 1B. Okay, I am telling him to give 5. 5 does not exist, so it will return S. Okay, 5 does not exist, so it returned S, but S was not inserted in the dictionary. After get, no S was inserted. Now I use the set default and try to read what is there in the key 4. Key does not exist in S, so it returned S, or it does not exist in the dictionary, so it returned S, and it also inserted 4S in the dictionary. Clear, all of you? ठीक है?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So get will just display the default value you have given. Set default will also insert it in the dictionary as a new key value where. So this is the difference. We have from keys, to which I'll give some values. Okay. And I give S is equal to, say, hi. What will happen? I can create a dictionary D1 is equal to D dot. Okay. From keys. So from a key and a value pair, that is V, comma S, I can get a key and a value pair, and I will print and see what is there in D1. Okay. So I have A as high, B as high, C as high, and D as high. It is going to give high value to A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D will become the keys. If I do not specify this, it will give each of them none value. Okay, okay, fine. S is not present. So from only keys, then none is given. Understood? So if I do not specify the values, then it is going to use the key with none as the default value. Clear, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this was from keys. What that returns, as I told you, what each of them returns is very important. ठीक है? Copy, last time did I show you how IDs are different? Did I show copy and update? Any which ways I'll show you copy and update quickly because I want to do few codes also. So basically, if I am having D is already defined and I say D1 is equal to D. Okay. If I print IDs for both of them, ID will give the memory location of D1 and I am finding with ID memory location of D. ठीक है? दोनों का memory location when I am creating, you can see both the memory locations are exactly same. Both of them point to only one dictionary which is holding the value 2A and 1B. If I want to create a shallow copy, I want to copy it. Okay, I don't want them to point to same memory index, but both of them should have a different memory index. Then I can use D dot copy. Okay. Okay, this is not the syntax. So what is the syntax? Okay, dictionary dot copy, fine. So it is D1 is equal to D dot copy. Okay. This has created a copy. And when I try to see, fine. I try to see the ID of both of them. You can see both the IDs are different. So copy method allows you to create a shallow copy. In 12th term 1, they had given a MCQ related to this copy this time. Okay. So just trying to show that two different IDs are there. They were given options in which two same IDs were displayed, two different IDs were displayed, error was there, and none of the above were the four options given. Okay? So you should know that when copy method is used, then it will give you what? A shallow copy. Two different memory IDs are created. Okay? और copy के बाद है update. I think I had showed you this also. If I have a new dictionary, D1 is equal to, say I am having a tuple, okay, as the key, I can use it, okay, because it is an immutable data type. And if I am having its key as A and I want to add it, then I can say print D dot update D1. What am I doing? I'm updating D with D1. Clear? It has given you the answer none. What does it mean? When I try to print it, it is giving me none. Here I'll show you what it has been covered. Basically what it does is update is doing something. It is not returning anything. It is just updating D, but it is never returning the new value of D. If you want to check the new value of D, you just have to print D. Okay? You can see D. So basically, I'll update this and send it to you. Each of them returns a value. This returns none and creates A, and update also returns none and it adds the value of dictionary 2 to dictionary. Okay? So this column is very important. You should know that keys return a list, values return a list, tuple returns, items return a tuple in list, keys will return, default will return, from keys will return, but copy and update will not return anything. So if you have written down in print anything, or you try to retrieve something from that method will just do something. They will not return anything. Clear? Okay. These are all the methods already I have given. Okay. Pop and pop item returns and removes. ठीक है? तो ये return करेगा और remove करेगा. So pop will do what? If I am going to say print d dot pop, 2. It will remove the key value pair of 2 key and it will return the value of 2. Okay? And what if I write print d dot pop item? Pop item has empty parenthesis. It means that it is going to pop the last value. Okay? So it removed 2 ka A, that is 2's A it removed and it returned A. And last value we returned, last value is this. Okay, pop item will return the last item and remove it from the dictionary. So let us see what is in the dictionary now. Dictionary is left with 1B and 4S. Initially it was this. When I used pop with a key, it returned the key. When I said pop item, it returned the last key value pair in a tuple. Clear? ये सब आपको लर्न करके रखना पड़ेगा कि पॉप आइटम ट्यूपल रिटर्न करता है, पॉप वैल्यू रिटर्न करता है, अपडेट कुछ नहीं रिटर्न करता है, कॉपी कुछ नहीं रिटर्न करता है, फ्रॉम कीज will, yeah, it will also not return anything, it will just assign a value. ठीक है? Set default will return the default value या तो फिर value of the key that you have given, and if it does not exist it adds. ठीक है? ये पूरा आपको याद रहना पड़ेगा. You will have to remember the entire table. This is from the 12th point of view. Okay, your syllabus also has the programs which are mentioned. Okay, so let me show you both the programs. One more feature of dictionary is that it never repeats its value. Okay, dictionary never repeats the value quickly. So if I try to add into dictionary a item D2, I want to, or say I already have one dictionary D2 created. ठीक है? इसमें key and a value pair with 2 is not there, 1 is there. So 1 is there and it has X as its value. ठीक है? Now this is my dictionary already, 1B and 4S already है. उसमें I want to add or update it with 1X. 1 key already exist करता है कि नहीं करता है?
Yes, ma'am, it exists.
So if I say D dot update it with D2, what will happen? Okay, and I'll print D. Now when I run it, what it will do is it just replaced the last value with the new key value pair. So the rule is a dictionary will never ever repeat its key. एक बार जो की है उसमें it will update that key only, but it will never repeat a key. Dictionary never repeats a key. So if I want to write a program, ठीक है? Suppose I want to write down a program in which I want to find out how many times a particular, or say the question is like that a list is having some values in it, and I want to find out how many times those values are repeated in the list. Okay, so I have a list.
Ma'am,
Bolo.
so ma'am, firstly, 1 was assigned with the value B, and after that,
Please
1
speak
was
little louder,
assigned with the
beta.
value of. Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, can we say that it is a dynamic typing?
It is
Dynamic typing, like 1 was assigned with B, and after that, 1 was assigned with X.
oh, yes, you can see it is a dynamic typing. In Python, everything is dynamic only. When you write A is equal to 12 and then you write A is equal to ABCD, that is a string. So dynamic ही हो गया, means its value is changed. So yes, you can say that it is dynamic. It has changed its value. Okay, when you reassign
Okay,
it.
ma'am.
Okay.
Okay,
Here
ma'am.
I have a list. In list, I am having this values, and I want to count how many times 2 is repeated, how many times 3 is repeated. In short, the question is that each value is repeated for how many times. Okay. So for that, I can use a dictionary. I will say for each value in list, What I am trying to do is I'll store it in a dictionary. So I create an empty dictionary is equal to D is equal to an empty dictionary. And for each value in the list, that is each element in the list, I'm going to count how many times that element exists. So what I'll do is D and I will say list ki har ek item, that is 1. Okay? 1 exists for how many times? If I want to know, I'll use a method, dictionary की or list की एक method है known as count. So I'll count I. What is count I going to do? Count 1. For the first time, list का first element 1 है. So for I in L, so for 1 in L, dictionary 1 is equal to L dot count 1. So it will count how many times 1 exists. फिर सेकेंड टाइम फॉर लूप में आई का वैल्यू 2 है. सो D2 इज इक्वल टू L डॉट काउंट 2. ठीक है. नाउ लेट मी प्रिंट इट. This is a very simple technique, but this will be used for programming. So 1 exists 2 times, 2 exists 2 times, 4 exists 3 times, 5 exists 2 times, 6 exists 1 time. Is it true? Okay, 7 1 time, 8 1 time, 3 1 time. You can see that the keys are never ever repeated. अब यहाँ क्या होगा? Normally if it were, तो 1 को वो 2 बताता, फिर वापस 1 को 2 बताता, फिर 2 को 2 बताता. No, but it will not repeat the keys. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 are unique keys in the dictionary. Got it? This is used a lot when we'll be doing it in 12th standard. We'll be doing different kind of codes where Django and all is used. We'll be using, this is just the basic way of doing it that I have showed. I have written it already over here. Okay? Count the number of times a character appears in a given string using dictionaries. Okay, so I am having a particular string and in which how many times a character will appear. This is the second code. Okay, there is so much of disorientation in this code. I'll have to simplify and show it. Okay, fine. So what we will do is I'm having a string this time. Okay, so I want to know each time how many times does each character appear. Okay, so let us see. L I have used. There is no L, there is S. Anywhere else I have used L. Okay, so S is my string in which I have written down. Now what will happen for the first time? What is the value of I? Yeah, what is the value of I for the first time? I hope you know what is how is this for loop? When you say I in S, means each character of the string becomes I for each for loop. ठीक है? तो पहली बार I is H, then it is doing DH is equal to count H. So you can see he counted H. H appears twice, E once, L thrice, O 4 times, W 2 times, R 2 times, D 1 time.